Hi, I'm Dr. Tomoe, or also known as Professor Tomoe or Twichi Tomoe. And yes, this is my first film on Sailor Moon's YouTube Fairway. Now, I have noticed since I have been here that apparently we have other evildoers who had done wrong on Sailor Moon's YouTube channel before I did. Now keep in mind, it wasn't me who did all that. It was some fiend who took over my body, and all the things that happened, I still can't remember it. But you know, all I can remember is the explosion that happened, my wife dying, me asking some fiend to allow me and HOTARU to live as long as he took over my body, which at the time I thought that was the only pick given to me. So, and he did all that. The fiend did it. It wasn't me. So, and then I'm looking at this, and you have Queen Beryl, and then you had, I don't know, Lucifer, and you had Divatox, and you had Jade, and you had Ruvius, and somehow all these folks, and now you have Lord Zed and Rita Repulsa. Now, that got me to thinking. I know some folks are like, well, tell me, why did you put off making a film on Sailor Moon's YouTube Fairway? Why? I don't know, just in the mood. Just not in the mood, I guess. I mean, that's probably what it is. Probably not for more than that, not being in a mood. And, yeah. So, everyone knows that, or at least I was told, that there was that I ran this learn hall known as Morgan, and apparently, and I was also heading up with this known as the Death Blasters or the Burrow for Bad Behavior. It had more than one name. And the Heart Snatchers, so yeah. But I cannot remember doing any of it. I cannot think of doing any of that. And yes, and folks tell me that, yes, that all happened, and they tell me that they told me that it happened, and then I would have folks like Kaori and Eugil and Mehmet and Tululu and Saparon. They told me that they were made witches, and they told me that the fiend had took the learn hall and was working it just to get learners so they could get their heart sweethearts from them. And that HOTARU was being harmed, and there was this fiend known as Lady Nine, sometimes known as Mistress Nine, but and her along with Sailor Saturn. So, but all I can think of is next thing I know, I'm there, and I'm seeking to help HOTARU with Sailor Moon and Sailor Orange and Sailor Neptune fighting who looks like HOTARU, who wasn't HOTARU, but it was HOTARU, Mistress Nine or Lady Nine. And then it becoming Sailor Saturn, and then the whole thing blowing up. And I have no thinking, I can't remember anything after that except, well, I'm in the sick house. And then two women bring HOTARU back to me. And then I meet Rini when I was out with HOTARU, but some of it comes back to me, but a lot of it hasn't. I mean, I know a lot of folks out there are like, well, unlike the other evildoers who came over around Sailor Moon, they knew what they were doing. I mean, Queen Beryl, she knew what she was doing. Diamond was being played by the wise man. I was being run and leaded by some fiend, so it wasn't me. Queen Nephelina knew what she was doing. And as Fair Galaxia, well, she was taken over by Chaos, so between me and her, that might be the only evildoers that truly were not evildoers, since they had no run or lead over what they were doing. So, the way I look at this is it comes down to, I just want to say how sad I am to everyone for all the heart, fleet hearse that was taken, and all the wrongs that the death blasters, the heart snatchers, the borough for bad behavior did. Even though I can't think of doing any of it. You know, they say yes, this all happened, and yes, I do believe them, but I can't think of. It wasn't me doing it. It was the fiend. You know, or whatever his name was. See, I was working with genetics or whatever that Latin borrowed word, that French borrowed word. I was working with wisdom, and what I come down to is that if that leak didn't happen and all that didn't go down and the house didn't blow up, I don't think I would have been in that bind I was in. I don't think that fiend, whatever his name was, would have shown up and said, "Oh, I will help you and HOTARU as long as you let me have lead and run over your body." But then again, we can't think about the past. We can't do nothing about the past. All we can do is the now and the upcoming. And all I can do is be a good man, be a good father, and seek to go on with my life. You know? And I'm going to tell Sailor Moon and all the other sailor fighters, good job of all the good you've done. You know? And keep up the good job. I know that doesn't come out like, oh, well, what you think. You're like, did you, you know. But it is what it is. So, okay, that's it for me. I'm Dr. Tomoe, Professor Tomoe. Well, yeah, so, well, should be Healer Tomoe, since Doctor and Professor most likely are Latin or French borrowed words. So anyway, the end of that. I'll see you all later.